G'day, so it's Mike from Swimrun Wild here today, and today we've got Mark Blake and Joe Cook on the couch, and we're going to ask both Mark and Joe some questions. Joe and Mark, I met you both many years ago now through our involvement in Triathlon South, which is Australia's southernmost triathlon club. But triathlon and swimming and swimrun isn't all you're into, so can you maybe share with anyone watching this one what your exploits are and what you're into?
Well, you've been doing it longer than me, so you go.
Well, I mean, I'm into everything. So whether it be Ironman or whether it be normal triathlons, aquathons, I like to have a go at everything. Swim run's good. I enjoy the format. It's a little bit less gear to get organised and things to do it, and doing it with a partner just makes it fun.
Brilliant. Thanks, Mark. Joe, what are you into?
Well, I haven't done a terrible lot lately, but so triathlon, some mountain biking, enjoyed the cross tri that the club puts on each year. I just like getting out and getting into the fresh air, basically. So hope to do maybe some more trail running if my body holds up to it in the near future, things like that. Something locally, obviously, because we're not really going to be going any away too far from home, I think, over the next few months.
No, a bit restricted, aren't we? No, good stuff. Thank you. And we usually see you both out and about. Any event, you're both there having a crack, which is awesome. So how did you first hear about Swimrun?
Through you, Mike. I think you asked us to be in a photo shoot because you were thinking about getting this event together called Swimrun. And I remember it was a really cold day and a really big sea, and we were pretending we were actually coming out of the water. I think we got up to our ankles. And I think from then we thought, oh, well, if you're going to put an event on, we should go and have a crack. And I think I looked up what Swimrun was all about after that and thought, oh, actually, this might be a bit of fun, especially doing it as a team, because triathlon, you do everything as an individual. You might train with a group or with another person, but Swimrun actually allows you to actually work with a team. And I think that aspect of it is a lot of fun because you don't get to do that with any other sport I do. So, yeah, so it's quite novel.
Well, I think the first thing was probably the challenge of it. It did look challenging, and being totally different to what we've been doing as far as in and out. Wearing all the gear that you're swimming and running at the same time, which makes it a little bit more interesting. And plus the partnership thing appealed.
I like the shorter distances between each leg because you don't do a huge amount of something before you go on to something else. Like they're quite short. So particularly I'm not a great runner. So I think that style suits me because you're only doing a maximum of say 2Ks and then you're back in the water again. So you sort of have a bit of a rest and then you can get back out again and do another couple of Ks or whatever the distance is. So I think that's appealing to me. So, but definitely the team side of things because that's a lot of fun and you don't really get to do that in triathlon.
Yeah, thank you. So you've completed several events now. What tip would you give to anyone thinking about starting out or giving Swimrun a go?
Try to look at it as having a fun event rather than try to kill yourself and be the first across the line. And practice swimming with your shoes on.
Definitely practice swimming with shoes on. It's a completely different feel. I'd take all my toys down to the beach and work out whether using a pool buoy and paddles is something that would suit you. Like I find I probably need the buoy, but not so good with the paddles. Also, you're gonna have to carry that gear. So that I've just found on my first one trying to carry all that, I just didn't know how to hold on to it as I was running. So having a practice with the gear and working out what works best for you is probably a big thing if you're going to do a swim run event.
So in regards to that, what sort of gear did you settle on?
Well, we actually got purpose wetsuits to suit the thing. So the zips down the front. So when you're running, you can zip down so you don't overheat yourself.
Yeah, it can get really hot in a full wetsuit if it's a warm day. So the short wetsuits, and plus the short wetsuits are only about 1 or 2 mils all over, or ours are anyway. So I have to say I did the last swim run event without a pool buoy or paddles, but I think I'll go back to using just a pool buoy. I just found that my legs just probably sunk too low and I felt a bit slower. So I'll probably have another go at using the pool buoy in the next event. But you've got to also work out how you carry the pool buoy if you're going to run with it. And I still haven't mastered that. I have stuck a few holes in it and tied a piece of, I don't know, stocking or something to try and stick it to my leg. But I think it's going to take a while to work out how to do that efficiently, I think.
Yeah.
So, but that's the fun of it, trying to work out what equipment works for you.
Is there anything else you'd like to add to anybody else who's watching this who hasn't done a swim run event before and you think will be beneficial to them?
I think it's you shouldn't be daunted by it because I mean I believe that anyone could probably do it if you can swim a little bit and run a little bit. You can have a go. It's not a hard thing, and if you like having a bit of fun, it's a really good event to do.
Yeah, I think if you've got a mate that you tend to have a laugh with a lot, I think it'd be a great event just because it's a lot of giggles.
Yeah.
You know, clambering over rocks and getting into the water and things like that. Plus, you can help each other do that because there are some rocky bits in, especially the arm end event. A couple of water entries there. They're a bit hairy, scary. So I think it's great. It's great fun. Have a little chuckle as you go. Yeah.
Good stuff. Thank you. Appreciate your time and look forward to seeing you at our next swim run event.
He's broken. Next one.
You will, definitely.
Awesome.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Thank you.